Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream! And welcome back to some more Fallout 3. Eno and Zelda Curie, thank you so much for tuning in, both of you! Rose is red and the sun isn't shining, my mental health is rapidly declining. You know, it's a good... The good thing about the mental health rapidly declining is that you can put out some banger rhymes, Zelda Curie. So, we'll take the silver lining where we can find it. And also, the pit, yes! We are currently... I actually forgot the name of the DLC, but the DLC we're currently on is taking place in a place in the wasteland called the Pit, which is supposed to be Pittsburgh, you know, United States, Pittsburgh, and we have, I guess we have done quite a bit here already. Let's load into the game and let's actually do a little recap. My bad mental health comes with rhymes. You know, you win some and you lose some. Oh, for fuck's sake, I was hoping you meant the TV show. Wait, what TV show? Okay, I had no idea there was actually a TV show called The Pit as well. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. We are currently in the Fallout, The Pit. And Ploper, thank you so much for plopping in. We have just started, and let's just do a little recap about what we've done. But hopefully you're doing quite well. It's good, look it up. Is it also related to Pittsburgh, or is it like completely like devoid of any resemblance here? I lose more than I win, it feels like. I'm sorry to hear that, and I guess I shouldn't like be making jokes about, you know, bad mental health and stuff like that. And I know you're feeling unwell. I guess I can only like offer what's it called? Consolence? Comfort. Let's use the word comfort in the stream, in the humor. It's a hospital show, very realistic. I feel like there are tons consolation. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. And stress test, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you today? I feel like there's so many hospital shows though. I don't know what like constitutes a realistic hospital show. I will admit, but there are like Grey's Anatomy, Scrubs, Doctor House. Okay, I say a ton, and I can only mention 3, but whatever. And The Pit. Okay, 4. Here we go. But here we go. But yeah, we are currently in The Pit. This is Pittsburgh, USA, or you know the dystopian future of it. This is essentially a town that is completely, you know, abandoned and bombed out, just like basically every town in Fallout. But ever since then, it has been like occupied by raiders, or rather slavers and their slaves. And everyone here is treated like abysmally, as we have seen yesterday. Ooh, here's a Nuka-Cola. And yeah, like the slaves basically just have to, I don't know, eat slop every day to survive. Hopefully not go to the steel yard, because that's very lethal. You know, monsters are wandering around there, but the slavers are forcing them to go there anyways. And we are here essentially to free them. Like, I guess that's the end goal. But there, you know, there are steps we need to take before we get there. First and foremost, we need to find a cure for like a disease that is plaguing this entire city, and that is, I guess, you know, main goal number 1. Jokes about bad mental health makes me feel better. I'm happy you say that, Zelda Cutie, because that means that I get confirmation and I know, acceptance that I'm allowed to continue on. But this one is actually good. I don't fuck around with praise. That is true. That I know. Wait, is The Pit the TV show that came with a clip that has been like memed onto hell and back? Where a dude like starts crying and just repeats, "I'm a surgeon, I'm a surgeon, I'm a surgeon." 'Cause I've seen that clip, but I've never seen anything else regarding the show. I literally know nothing about it. I'm tired but good. How about you? I'm good as well. I am not super tired, but I should be, because Wednesday is my cardio day. I should be running, but I haven't actually gone running today, which is something I need to do. Well, I guess I have to do it off the stream today. So I guess I might have too much energy now than I usually have on Wednesdays.
Asher has ordered everyone into the square. Rumor has it that he's going to open up the arena. That's perfect for us.
Okay. And Asher... Wait, who was Asher? I know that he was mentioned as one of the people I need to meet. I wonder if he is... Is he the leader of the slaves or the leader of the slavers? It's one of the two. Dude, I should really, like, remember what the story has told me. If anyone can confirm, you know, either or, please let me know. And Soup of Week, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in! How are you today? But you know what really sucks? Seeing your best friend hang out with your younger sister, and your younger sister has told me I should commit suicide. I know that when it comes to like being like a young teenager, like and having siblings, you usually have like a falling out. I would say that telling someone to kill themselves is you know a step too far, but I generally don't think she. I mean, I can't say for sure. I don't know your sister, but I hope that she doesn't really mean it. Oh, that might be from The Good Doctor. Got it. All right. So that's another doctor show that I don't know about. That used to be a decent show until the later seasons. Okay, well, in that case, you know, are you a fan of hospital shows? Because it seems like you know what's going on. And Velo, hello, thank you so much. I gotta run, bye. What the hell? I didn't even have time to greet you. What the hell is going on? Are you going to space, Velo? I see you have a NASA badge. You should run when the sun is out. I should. I really, really should. And I usually do. But not today, because I lost track of time. SCP-001 when day breaks. The first thing that came to mind. The first SCP. That my tiredness does not come from the child. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. She's 12, not even a teenager yet, and she has told me that multiple times. Okay. Hopefully she will get older at some point and like completely understand what she's actually saying. But Vela, get good. Alright, I need to be very quick with my greetings. But if you really need to go, at least thank you so much for tuning in and saying hello. Now, let's focus a bit here on the dialogue. Again, was Asher... Like, Asher was an important person, and he was either the leader of the slaves or the slavers. I feel like this is a very important distinction to figure out. Okay, before I go anywhere, you're going to explain this plan to me. This is probably a good start.
It's simple, really. From time to time, Asher opens up the arena. Any slave who wants to can fight against the gladiators.
Okay, so Asher is probably the leader of the slavers then.
You get your freedom. More importantly,
yes,
you get an audience with Asher. It's the only way a slave will ever get to talk to him directly. You fight, you win, and when you talk to Asher, you take the cure.
Okay. And he'll just give it to me? Absolutely not, but we can ask.
Not exactly, no. Werner has a distraction planned. We haven't been making these weapons for nothing, you know.
Okay, so...
But when you're meeting with Asher, you'll be close enough to grab the cure. Get it and bring it to
Okay, so
me.
we're already, like, planning a slave revolt here.
Speech. They'll be hell to pay if the guards catch us in here.
Interesting. She's a kid and she doesn't understand the weight of what she's saying. Yeah, that is what I hope as well. Alright, so we need to go and listen to Asher's speech in the courtyard, and we're like 99% sure we're gonna like fight in the gladiator arena. Hopefully we get a weapon of sorts. Oh crap. I have fun with MASH as a kid. I love Dr. House. I cringed away from Grey's Anatomy. I watched The Good Doctor for a season, then got bored, and I got back to it when I found the pit. Okay, now what I really need to ask you as a follow-up question, what is the appeal of hospital shows specifically? Because I have watched like Scrubs, but that, you know, you watched it like basically purely for the comedy. I mean, there is some, you know, heavier topics tackled from time to time, but I would say that the comedy is like the main appeal, not necessarily like the hospital setting. Yes, but it still hurts. That I completely understand. That I completely understand. I mean, I've been a kid once, you know, or a teenager, and one thing I remember vividly from like growing up and going to school is that kids have a uncanny ability to make grown-ups cry. And what I'm thinking about right now is our teachers at our school. And holy crap, like thinking back about the time when I was at school, like holy crap, I can't imagine like going to such a hellhole, you know, having be a teacher being your job and going back to the hellhole every single day and just get bombarded by the most outrageous statements that kids make. I wouldn't say I prefer hospital shows though. Oh, fair enough, but there's still some appeal, right? Baby, gonna change diaper in LA. Alright, let us know how it goes. It's the puzzle.
I bring you
as
good
in like
news.
figing out
We
what the
stand at the
disease you need to
dawn
figure
of a
out.
new
Or
golden
the doctors
age,
need to figure out.
where others merely survive. We
makes sense.
thrive. And while I have led your efforts, it has been by your own strength that you have earned all the envy of the world. And most of all, they envy our victories in the struggle for freedom. Because yes, freedom is what we all work towards. To celebrate this struggle, I ask my loyal workers, who among you is prepared to fight for your freedom?
Right here. We have one. This woman here will fight in the hole.
Yeah, that's me.
Come on, Asher. Will you send
Madam,
someone to the hole
you
who
carry
actually
not only the
stands a
dream
chance?
that workers can become free, but that we may all someday become truly free from the threats of our world.
Everyone is just speaking over each
She
other.
sets up the fights.
I guess we're done. Kids are either cruel as fuck or cry over a dead fly. Sometimes both, weirdly enough. But yes, kids can be extremely cruel. Like, yeah, you don't really think about that unless you truly witness it yourself. Teens around my age suck. Yeah, fuck them. No offense. Yes, offense. I haven't really interacted with teenagers that much lately, so I really couldn't say about what the younger generations are like and what they feel like and stuff like that. I guess can remember what I went through when I was younger. I had some pretty cruel classmates in high school. Making teachers cry was a sport. Oh yes, same here. It's like for them it was like. Yeah, like jackpot. Like yes, we achieved in our goal by making a grown-up cry. It's like, and like again, like looking back at it, you're like, holy crap! Like what the hell? That's like low-key sadistic to have that as like a goal and like glee and be full of joy when you actually succeed. Am I supposed to talk with the fire? What's going on here? Oh no, I'm supposed to go... Wait, where is the quest marker taking me? The hole. Okay, I probably need to go... Probably need to go down there, I see. In order to sign up for the gladiator fight. I don't know the way, but I guess we'll figure it out. To be fair, some teachers really suck too. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, grown-ups can really suck as well, absolutely. But I feel like that is more, I don't know, expected maybe, accepted even. Not so much when it comes to children. Agree, no offense to present company. There you go. All of you youngsters are here. You're one of the good guys, okay? I went to school with, which was my area's equivalent of, wait. I went to a school which was my area's equivalent of other schools' spittoon? I don't know what that means. Kids who don't give a shit, delinquents, kid who got kicked out of other school and surrounded by teacher who can't afford to give a shit anymore. Alright, so, a crap school, it seems like, based on what you're describing. I wouldn't be surprised if you ever, like, experienced similar behavior then. How the hell do we get... How do we get down? So, we're supposed to go... I think at the very least, like below the current level. Uptown and Steelyard. I don't know. I don't want to go to either of those locations. Is it through here? Arena. Yes, seems to be right. My teachers suck.
So you're the dumbass scab that signed up to fight in the hole, huh? Well, head on down. Phaedra's waiting for you.
I'm pretty sure I'll be able to handle whatever the game throws at us, but I guess we'll see. My teachers suck. They don't even care if the students have mental issues. I've worn tank top these last few days, so relative fresh scars have been visible on my arm, but no one gives a fuck. They don't even ask how I'm doing. That is really surprising to me. I mean, I wouldn't be
And what are you doing down here, slave? Don't tell me your pale ass is gonna throw down.
Yeah.
You don't sign up. You tell me you want to fight, I set up a fight. You die, and I repeat it with the next jackass slave who comes in here. Sound good? You want in? Come on, death's gotta be better than your life, am I right?
Do I get any weapons?
You have what you take in with you.
Okay, so I get
But
to
if that's
use my
not
assault
enough,
rifle.
There are a couple of things in that locker over there.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah? You sure you're ready to die?
Yes, I am.
Well, all right. I've got one for you right away. Or you can take some time.
And who am I fighting?
We're gonna throw you in there with a bunch of the other scabs who think they've got what it takes. You're all gonna fight it out, and the last one standing gets to move on. Probably won't be you, though.
Right, let's actually loot the thing so we can get some stuff at the very least before we go in. But yeah, I am surprised that no one cares about, you know, you having scars in your body. But I wouldn't be surprised. Well, at least I hope that you know, that they're maybe like talking to your parents or reaching out to your parents and asking like, what the hell is going on here? Maybe. Okay, the labor outfit is a bit better in terms of defense rating. And in terms of guns, we have Wild Bill sidearm. I don't even remember where we got this from. Probably something we looted from the steel yard. Well, that's good, because we don't have that much ammo in the assault rifle, but we have decent enough of ammo in the sidearm. Okay, let's go.
This is gonna be some good shit, I tell you.
Mind if I sound like an overreaching asshole
You
for a
again.
moment? All right,
Back
here
for
we go.
More, huh?
Spittoon is the thing people spit wine into. Wait. In a wine tasting events. I see. I've never heard that word before. But to be fair, I don't drink wine, and I've never been to a wine tasting event, so maybe I shouldn't know these things. It's only morally their job, but like Plooper said, some can't afford to care. Are your parents alive? Because if yes, I have words about them. Yeah, they should definitely like be informed about this. I agree. Your parents should really have helped you get therapy, like yesterday. I agree. But if your parents can't help you, then hopefully like there's another adult that can. They don't know about your scars. But haven't you worn like a tank top around your house? I can update you all that changing the diaper is not going well. Ellie refused to let me change it. Now, here's the thing, stress test. What can Ellie do to stop you? I would imagine that she's a child, but and can be overpowered easily. But I'm actually kind of curious to know what asset she can call upon to fight you off. All right, let's
Are
fight.
you sure about that? Once I lock the door, there's no going back.
All right, let's do it. She can run. She is small and fast. Okay.
And all for you, all for your entertainment.
Everyone was just waiting around. I was like, okay, who's gonna like make the first move? I wear long sleeves at home. I see. I understand that is something you maybe would want to keep from someone else, but if you feel like comfortable enough to like wear it around school, maybe you could also feel comfortable enough to tell your parents. I'm pretty sure they would want to know, if they don't already, of course.
Wow. Impressive, slave. Those were some of the toughest scabs around here. You've got some fight in you, it seems. But I wouldn't get too excited. I'm sure Asher's got something special planned for your next fight. Here's something for the Rads. Enjoy it while you can. Come back when you're ready for your next fight.
Okay, so luckily for us, the radiation that we are experiencing is going away.
You again?
Wait. Okay, so we
You
just keep
again?
fighting, basically.
Back for more, huh?
I don't know your relationship with them, so I can really give 2 generic pieces of advice. If it's good, you really should try to hint about something bother you. If it's bad, no, sorry, I got nothing there. It is tough, right? If you haven't like gone through anything like this yourself.
Asher says he wants to make this one good, so he gave you the Bear Brothers. They're a couple. Hell, rumor has it they're halfway to Trog as it is.
Okay, Bear Brothers. I'm ready. This reminds me a lot of the Oblivion arena.
Find out if the newcomer can hold his own against real.
And she bites. I see. Alright, so she has some fight in her then. I wish you best in your battle against your daughter. I think he just blew up his own friend. Oh, this guy's tough. Let's see if we can summon the mysterious stranger, maybe. There we go.
The Bear Brothers are dead. Amazing. This newcomer is
It's kind of interesting that we can loot so much stuff that we are over encumbered, given that we're supposed to be like this this slave, right, that has nothing. But I guess this is how you like get stuff in the pit. You kill other people and like climb over each other in order to get to the top. I'm not sure there's like any point in actually keeping any of the stuff, given that we can't really sell it. Gamma shield armor, sure. I'm just gonna real quick like figure out what we can drop. That should be good. I've had an amazing childhood. I think I can hear the sarcasm from here.
Some pretty mean sons of bitches.
Then you should definitely
One
talk to
more
them. Reach
fight
out for
and you're
help.
free.
Yes.
But I wouldn't plan on making it through the next one. Here's a shot for the Rads. Come back when you're ready for your last fight.
Good thing that we can heal up like this. So we got a very good piece of armor. This thing. But I don't think we have any... Yeah, okay, we have the combat shotgun as well as the Chinese assault rifle. No, you know what? No. I think we have what it takes here. Let's use the combat shotgun. And not Mehmed with the small iron, you know?
Asher opened up the arena again.
That's, you know, the sign when you know I'm serious.
You again? You're going up against Gruber. He's one of the only slaves to win in the hole. There's only ever been, what, 3?
Okay, so we're
I guess he got a
basically
taste
fighting
for
against
blood,
the other
but
champion.
Unfortunately for you, he's got a pretty decent gun. So odds are this is the last time you and I will be talking.
Let's do it. You can also ask your parents to make a doctor's appointment or make one for yourself and ask your doctor to refer you to a psychologist. That is a good idea. Like I guess like the important part is actually reaching out to someone, right? Like get the ball rolling, essentially.
has yet to meet his match.
But I say that as someone who, you know, has no experience surrounding these things. So, you know, take my... So much for your gun. Take my advice with a pinch of salt. Oh, he has one of the new guns, actually. This isn't like the most exciting fight, I will admit, but it is something. It's not ungdomsmottagning is still a thing. If I don't remember wrong, they can help too. Oh yeah, ungdomsmottagning, for those who don't know, is essentially like the vicious fights in the holes have made you stronger. You're now more resistant to radiation and damage. Oh nice. That is basically like I don't know, I don't want to say like emergency care, but it's a place where like young people can reach out to in case they want help with like basically anything health related. It used to be a thing at the very least. All right, the infiltrator. It uses the same kind of ammo as the Chinese assault rifle. Doesn't deal quite as much damage, but it has a scope. Interesting. Let's see what we can get rid of. 1 gamma armor. Yeah, there we go.
Well now, aren't you quite the scrapper? Congratulations. You've done well. Asher wishes to see you. The guards will be told to allow you to pass.
Go on, fight!
I'm trying to figure out what the gun actually is. Because all of the guns in the game is modeled after real guns, but, well, maybe not this one, because I don't recognize it. There are also often phone numbers you can call for free and just talk with a professional. I know there is one in Poland. Check online if there is one in your area. I know there are multiple, like, such phone numbers that you can call. Like, I don't know, gambling hotline or whatever. Like, if you feel like you're, like, super addicted and need help or something. So yeah, I would assume there are multiple phone numbers you can reach out to, depending on your current issue. Okay, so what are we supposed to do now? Retrieve your gear and go through Uptown and enter Haven. Okay, so we can actually get our stuff back. That is actually really nice. And Excel Wizard, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you? Let's see if I forgot something back here. Yes. Okay, now we have all our stuff back, finally. Okay, so at least we get to play the rest of the DLC with our old gear. I appreciate that. I live in a pretty small place. I don't know if we have it where I live. There should be something, but yeah, you know. You probably know better than us. We're having a serious moment here, but hi. I guess Excel Wizard can be serious. I guess we have yet to see it, but it could happen. But thank you so much for tuning in, Excel Wizard. How are you today? Alright, what can we drop? We don't need the auto axe, because we're not really like a close combat kind of character. I probably shouldn't have picked up so much crap. I don't think I need the Wild Bill sidearm either, and I can probably get rid of those pistols as well. I can basically get rid of all of the armor that we're not actually using. There we go. I'll check 1177 if I can something there. Yeah, that is also a very good good start, and that is like a general number in Sweden that you can call for medical aid. It's not like specific for like young people or like teenagers, I don't think. But it is a good place to start, right? And you can be, you know, referred to somewhere else from there.
What are you looking at?
Hello, Hammer. Okay, so now this is interesting. I thought for sure that we were gonna like play the entire game as a slave, or the entire DLC as a slave, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But we know that Medea has planned a slave revolt, so I guess we're just not taking part of it ourselves, maybe?
What are you looking at?
Some targeting practice, eh? Vikia.
Oh,
Let me
look,
show you how it's done.
another worker who thinks they can address their betters. I'm sure everyone's impressed that you killed a pig in the hole. Don't think that makes you an equal.
Why are you such a bitch? I love the fact that the pit is it's a bit more, I don't know, edgier than the rest of Fallout, so you can actually ask these things to the NPCs.
It's the price I pay for perfection. And a fair price it is if it means I can avoid things like you.
Alright, let me show you how it's done. Okay. Wait. Let me show you how it's done.
Not so badass now, are you? What are you looking at?
There's also a Sweden 24/7 helpline. Those people are trained to provide the right information about the resources. I wonder if that's the same thing as the numbers that Lakudi pointed out or not. But if it isn't, then yes, like it seems that there are options at the very least, and things you can actively do. Again, like getting the ball rolling, I think is the correct start at the very least. You're welcome. I wonder if this is like the second act or the second part of the DLC, where you actually get to like do missions for the slavers. Because all of these NPCs that we have passed thus far have been named, except for this one, I suppose. So there ought to be some quest or something surrounding these characters. What the hell is this? And the interesting thing here is that we don't really know what the slavers want, right? They are forcing all the slaves to do all these like metalworking things, but the end goal is completely unknown to both us and everyone else.
Saw you earn your ticket uptown. Don't start thinking that makes you special. You're still just meat. You just got moved up to a higher grade of sausage is all.
That's real appetizing.
Hey, it's not pretty, but it's the truth. We're all just meat in the grinder out here. Today's hotshot is tomorrow's trog chow. Nothing to it but to be the best. Work hard, and you might just be a...
Alright, so this is basically like confirming what I thought, right? In this area right here, like the society is constructed in such a way that you have to like climb over each other to reach the top. So even the slavers here say that they're basically like victims to the system. They're just a bit further on up in the hierarchy.
You want something, Scanner? Looks like you don't mind getting your hand.
We have a ungdomsmottagning, but it's only open during my school hours, and on Mondays I have choir, so it won't work. But it would be possible to skip a choir practice, maybe. This reminds me a little bit of Tenpenny Tower, but it's a bit more worn down. BRB, maybe tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in, Excel Wizard. Assuming you're not coming back. If you do, you're of course very welcome back. But I'm very happy that you at least came and said hello. And speaking of hello, Arnie, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome back to the pit. We have just fought in an arena, and we have earned our freedom. And I guess I'm just like low-key just exploring the area a little bit and just taking in the sights. So I'm late. My nephew was here and I was watching cartoons with him. Ooh! What kind of cartoons do kids watch these days? Is it something like we would recognize or know about? I might have to fake an illness on Monday, but then my mom works at Vårdcentralen. Well, in that case, your mother should be able to help you, right? Okay, but okay, maybe I understand that the issue is that you don't want her to know.
And I suppose you'll follow that up by raising the dead.
No, but I may heal the infirm later.
I don't know, I didn't recognize any. Alright.
Of course.
Sir, we've had sightings of Werner back in the city, and there's been an increase in chatter between slaves.
Workers.
What?
We call them workers. Helps with morale. Reminds them that they might earn their freedom someday.
Whatever we call them, they've been gathering makeshift weapons.
All right, all right. Put your guards on alert. Tell them to be on the lookout for anyone loitering too long downtown. And keep a watch on Medea at all times. Anything big happens, it's bound to go through her. Now, I've got a very important meeting with our new friend. So if anything big comes up, you use the intercom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, break's over. Nice work in
Interesting.
the hole, New Blood. Knew you couldn't be one of our normal workers. So that begs the question, who are you? And what are you doing in my city?
I want the cure. That's basically it. Faking illnesses are hard, and I do that enough on a regular basis just because school drains me too much. I mean, in this instance, you don't have to fake anything, right? You can just show them your scars, right? Did you loot the bodies in the arena 7? Yes I did. Which means that I have one of the new guns from the DLC actually. The assault rifle that is scoped. But it doesn't seem to be that good, at least like based on the damage numbers. But I guess we'll see. I heard the pit was building an arm. I'm here to join.
You heard right. And after a show like that, how could I refuse someone of your talents? While the rest of the world scrambles to survive, we have an army, industry, and thanks to a recent surprise, we've got no need to fear radiation. But we do have a few loose ends that still need tied up. Tell me, do you know a man named Werner?
I wonder if this is an opportunity to betray Werner. I kind of don't want to do it, like, because I feel like everything we have seen about the slavers has been completely awful. Can you tell me more about what you're doing in the pit?
Ever since the city was scourged, we've done what everyone does. Whatever's necessary to survive. I know my city seems barbaric to you, but it's the only way we can carve out a home in this hellhole. And it's kept these people alive. But that's enough stalling for time. So do you know Werner?
Why does everything have to suck? That I cannot answer. I feel like a lot, when it comes to life, like a lot like boils down to like dealing with the things that do suck. And it's of course different for everyone. So some people have it worse, some people have it better. But I feel like dealing and or accepting or managing the thing that suck is like a huge part of life. And I feel like after a while you kind of get used to it. That is like kind of when you start thriving, maybe. When you have dealt with it in some way, shape, or form, be it acceptance, managing it, or like destroying it, or like whatever it is. But again, everyone deals with different shit. And the solution is always different for everyone. I mean, there are of course similarities. You can, you can get advice from people who have had similar experiences, but it will only get you so far, I guess. The assault rifle is fine, but there's another unique variant which is better. That we need to collect lots more of steel ingots. I see. I recommend looking around this place a bit. Okay, I'll do that, absolutely. First, let's see if we can lie to this guy. Okay, we only have 14%, so let's see if it works. No.
Is that so? My second in command, Werner, betrays me.
Not
works
everything
with
sucks. It
slaves
just
to
feels like
escape
it. The news
justice,
outlets and
and
such
then
are
you
all biased
magically
to share mostly
appear
negative
among
news
the
because
slaves
anger
in my
sells. Oh yes.
city.
Same with
Next,
social,
you'll
and when you're
claim he
depressed, all of
didn't
these
send you
things
to
feel
steal
exaggerated.
from me.
Yeah. I wonder if you can, like, lead him on, Asher. Because I feel like... Let's just feign ignorance for now.
Then that means you're either a liar or a moron. And neither one is a trait I'd like to see in my army. Care to try again?
I feel like the safest thing here is to just play along. Say that I'm joining his side, but not really doing it. Because if I say this thing, I feel like everyone is just gonna open fire.
A wise decision, New Blood. A very wise decision. It looks like Werner underestimated you. And he certainly didn't appreciate what I do to anyone that threatened our little discovery. Now I think would be a good time for you to meet the cure for yourself. Let's take a trip back to the lab, where Sandra can explain. Don't let me keep you. Don't let me keep you. Don't let me keep you. Damn it, I'm on my way. I suggest you forget Werner's offer and consider mine. Stop Werner, and you'll have a bright future in the pit. Don't disappoint me, New Blood.
Alright. Do you like Asher's power armor? Dude, I kind of like mine a bit more. I'm not gonna lie. He seems to be a bit more like just scrapped together. But it has a certain flair, I will say that. Salikuri, it seems like you are reluctant to help, to actually taking concrete steps to get help. It seems like more of a mental block rather than practical barrier. So if so, maybe it would be good to challenge yourself on those mental blocks. As I said, like, as long as you get the ball rolling, the first step is definitely like the hardest, right? But once that first step is passed, I feel like things might just be easier. But before you enter there, go the other way. Okay. As in, go here. Let's also save real quick. Is there like something we can steal, maybe? Okay, we can get like pre-war stuff, but nothing important. There's a turret control system. We cannot... I do not have enough lockpicking skill, though. I can take his pistol, but that doesn't really do anything for me. I'm back to ask about something. Alright, Excel Wizard, what do you have for us? Yeah, we cannot enter here, unfortunately. Wait, how far away am I from leveling up? I'm somewhat close, but I wonder... Let's say if it's important for lore, I see. But I wonder if you can go back here later, maybe. We need like a little more than 1,000 XP. Oh, that's actually quite a lot. And yeah, we're actually quite far away from 15 lockpick as well. So yeah, we probably need more than one level. Oh, we definitely need more than one level. We should maybe go to the Steel Yard and get some XP. But that's the thing. Like, even if we do level up, that won't be enough. We would need 2 levels. Unless we get a perk. Because there should be a perk, right? That increases lockpicking. But maybe not by that much. Because we get like 12 skill points on level up. Which should get our lockpick to 39. And how many skill points do you get for a perk? I'm not sure. Maybe it's enough. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. All right, but let's start off by seeing if we can actually get back here if we continue on the quest. Hello, Sandra.
Oh, Asher told me you might be coming here.
XTV is
I'm afraid I was
working now or no?
preoccupied.
Oh,
Don't
dude.
be here as an angel, but she can still.
I
be
have not
mindful.
fixed it actually.
I'm Sandra.
Um,
Asher set me
I
up to
totally
work
forgot
on
about
the
that.
Medical research, and Marie here is our daughter. Our little miracle, really.
Wait, Marie is your daughter? I got a bad feeling this isn't just bringing your daughter to work day. Does any drug increase lockpick? I don't remember. So lockpick should be associated with what skill? Is it perception or agility? If it is perception, I feel like there should be some drug.
Don't be silly. It's the best of both worlds. As a mother, I love that I can spend all day with my daughter. And as a scientist, it's great to work on something that will benefit the city.
Alright, so our quest now is kidnap the baby and leave, or just leave. Okay, interesting. The baby can't be the cure. I mean, of course, moral dilemma moment, yeah. Okay, what are you talking about? That's a baby, not a vaccine.
Believe it or not, she's both. My daughter appears to have a naturally acquired immunity to any form of mutation. Basically, she won't turn into one of the trogs, or a ghoul or anything else. And by studying her, we can keep that...
This is essentially the story of, what was it called? The zombie game that became a TV show. Last of Us. Last of Us. Aren't you worried about hurting Marie?
Oh no, these tests are perfectly safe. In fact, between the crib and her uncanny health, she's probably the safest child in the world. Asher and I would never risk her health. And if that means it takes longer to develop a full cure, then, well, everyone else can wait.
I like the addition of the word yoink in this dialogue option.
You're a dear, but things are well in hand here. If you really want to help, you should probably go deal with whatever had Asher rushing off in such a hurry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to take care of one last test before Marie's nap time.
This is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like this. I really do. Because this actually gives you pause. And, like, if you're... Oh, there she is. If you're trying to, like, play as a good guy, right? Then you really need to come to terms about... Should you kidnap a baby? And maybe even, like... kill or injure the mother of said baby, because she's standing right here, right? I'm actually extremely interested in what you would do in this situation. Everyone who's watching right now. So obviously, the society that Asher is running is horrible to the slaves. And that does not only come down to the fact that they have to worry about a disease, but that is definitely part of it. So them having access to a cure would like definitely like make their lives a bit easier. And if you can, like, if you believe what Werner was saying, like, them having the cure is also the key for them to, like, basically overthrow their rulers. Again, assuming we just take his word for it. We should really open that safe before we decide. I'm not saying anything because that's gonna influence you. Before we decide. Alright, let's see if... Okay. Let's see if we can pause on this decision then. No, because if we leave, that's actually gonna make a decision. Okay, here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. We can make the decision right here, right now. And we lock it in. Okay, we lock in the decision. But then we make a save. And we use console command to open the safe. But no matter what the safe contains, our decision is already locked in. Like, do you feel what I'm saying? Kidnap the baby, kidnap all the babies, burn the babies. Alright, I know where you're coming from, Zelda Cutie. But I get the distinct feeling that you are not... you're not keeping the well-being of the slave population in mind. Do we have a safe before we enter? Let's actually see. Yeah, in the pit tunnel. so quite a while ago. So yeah, basically not. I've basically been playing Minecraft for a bit. What I miss? We're currently in a moral dilemma right here. So we know that there's a big disease going around in Pittsburgh, right? In the pit. That is definitely, you know, making lives extremely horrible for all the slaves that's living here. And And according to Werner, the dude who gave us the quest in the first place, he really wants us to get the cure to help his people, so that then they themselves can, I guess, free themselves in some way, shape, or form. I'm not exactly sure, like, how we get to them freeing themselves. But I guess we'll maybe find out soon. But now we realize that the cure is actually a child, as you can see. Like literally just almost like a newborn that apparently has some unique genetics. So in order to steal the cure from the leader of the slavers, we need to steal a child. That is basically the dilemma right there. How would you decide without the contents of the save, Sevid? I'm so curious. I'm about to like describe my thought process, like very similar to how we did back in the Coffin of Anne and Laylee. Children doesn't deserve this horrible world. So, oh, you're saying that we're saving the child? You know, that is actually, I'm not sure if you're joking or not, Selekuri, but consider this. The wasteland is not a great place, right? So, are we actually doing the baby a service of not having it grow up in a wasteland? And I mean, there could be something to that. The quest objective as you entered, is it the same as now? I guess we can look. So if I load the autosave, this is before we talk to Answer. Yeah, now it only says meet Asher in Haven. So now the quest objective is not the same. You're playing a morally evil character. Your karma is in the negatives. You're not wrong about that, but I haven't really like cared that much about my karma. It just became what it was. Well, I did care about my karma up to a certain point. I'm not really joking. I mean, both in video game and IRL. I wouldn't say so IRL necessarily. There are a lot of joy that can be found in real life. Absolutely. Of course, it comes with some baggage. I'm not like disputing that. But I feel like there's still hope. We could leave now if we wanted to level up. But here's the thing. I'm not sure if a level up would give a... Wait, let's see. Let's actually see what kind of drugs we have. Like, is there something we can take? No, wait. It doesn't actually matter if there's any drug that could help us, because we're already at maximum perception. So yeah, like we can't get this over 10, I believe. So getting like a drug that increases perception literally does nothing for us. So it all comes down to XP. Shitty people are destroying our Earth, the Earth that those children will grow up in. Fair point. Fair point. The climate of the planet is worsening, and nothing that has ever happened is fixing that. If anything, you could make an argument that things are just getting worse. But even still, there is still time. Even though I'm not sure if humanity would use that time in a group, you know, actually make use of that time. But sometimes also the climate will like reach a breaking point where like it's literally impossible to ignore. But hopefully at that point things hasn't, you know, spiraled out of control, I suppose. No close item that gives lockpicking either. At least we don't have that. Pretty sure there's one that gives +5. Here's what I'll do. In order to make this a pure playthrough, I am gonna lock in my decision right here, right now. But after that decision has been locked in, we are gonna just quickly take a peep in the safe and see what other information. Open safe now with console, then decide. I'm not, look, dude. I'm gonna decide before the console command, okay? But I will use a console command to see what information that could have been available to us, and if that would have changed my decision or not. But nevertheless, I will lock in the decision right here, right now. Just to make the playthrough, I don't know, pure in a sense that we're not save scumming or anything. Okay, so let's think about this. There is a disease that is ravaging...
Hello?
That is ravaging this place. And the only cure to this disease is in the form of, like, genetics belonging to a small child. And in order to get the cure, you need to get the child. We don't actually know what Werner actually intends to do about the child. If I remember correctly, his wording was like that the cure was the key. Which means that, like, he might not necessarily intend to spread the cure to the rest of his people. Maybe it's just more of a, I don't know, a thing where he... ugly child, I might add.
Hello?
I mean, it might not be the prettiest, but I've seen worse. That is not gonna be taken into consideration here in my decision-making progress. So, sacrifice child versus not cure infection, basically. But I'm actually starting to get a bit suspicious now about Werner's motivations, because I get the feeling that when he says that the cure is the key, I start to get the feeling that what he really wants is just to get the cure away from Asher. Like, it has nothing to do about curing the slave population. Maybe. I'm just speculating at this point. Because I'm starting to wonder, like, what the hell could Werner actually do with an infant child? Like, Werner's not a scientist. Werner doesn't have access to all of these, like, equipment. Sacrifice child, purely because of your in-game karma. So you're saying just be loyal to the character we're role-playing at the moment. I mean, I guess we could do that. But I feel like it is kind of fun to just, like, think through the dilemma, right? And think about what one should do. Don't be surprised. Look at a child and you get my point. This decision is why this DLC is peak. Best what do I do now moment in Fallout 3. I will say, it is not obvious what you should be doing. But another question is this. Okay, Arnie, can you tell me at least about this? Because I feel this is relevant to the decision. Or anyone else who knows about this DLC. Whether or not I choose to take this child or not, does that have any bearing in regards to which faction I will join throughout the rest of the DLC? As in, does it matter if I take this child or not? In regards to if I'm able to betray Asher or not? Very important question here. There's big consequence. I say that. So I would be like kind of annoyed with the game if I decide to walk away, and it turns out that just locks me from joining the slave rebellion, right? That would annoy me greatly. Like, I would very much prefer it if those two choices are separate from each other. Okay. Oh, man. Two very different things gonna happen depending on what you choose. Oh, dude, I would really actually like to hear your thought process here. If you have any thoughts about this decision. Because I don't want to kidnap a child from her mother. Like, duh. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And like, okay, and now we're not like assuming we're just role-playing as a bad character. Like now I'm just trying to like deal with this moral choice. But here's the thing. I would absolutely want to overthrow Asher's regime here. I would absolutely want the slaves to be free. And I sincerely hope their freedom is not tied to the kidnapping, yes or no, of the child. I have bias thought process because I already know what's in the safe. That is true. That is true. Yeah. So yeah, But bearing that, that is, it's good that you say that, Arne, because that means that whatever your opinion is on the matter, you can, you know, weigh it depending on the knowledge that you do know. Kidnap the child. No mother should look like that. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't mean to shame. It's a joke. It's okay. It's okay. But at least we know where your standpoint is, Sellocuted. But here's the thing, though. We don't actually know what the child is gonna go through. I will say I definitely have a preferred choice here. We don't actually know what Werner intends to do with the child. That's the thing. I would hate it. I would really hate it if Werner doesn't intend to do anything with the child, and he only wants it because it's like an asset he can use against Asher. The fact you're a cannibal in this, yet you don't want to kidnap a kid in the game because that's nothing you want to do, as opposed to you role-playing as a protagonist, implies that you're okay with cannibalism IRL. Trust my logic. I trust your logic, and now I've learned something new about myself. I'm a vegetarian, but nevertheless, I'm apparently okay with eating human flesh. Oh, dude, I'm stalling so much right now. I'm stalling so much. But okay, to be honest, I've never really considered Fallout to be like a game where you like do lots of moral choices. I mean, you do some moral choices here and there, but like the choices are usually just being completely evil or being completely good. Like there's no in between, so there's like not really much to think about. But this decision right here that we're in front of, and Eno and High Locus, thank you so much both for joining in. We're standing in front of a moral dilemma here, and I don't know what to do. So I would really like to hear your thought process in this entire thing. If you would indulge me, okay? So if anyone else has joined in, let me reiterate the situation we're currently standing in front of, and I really want to hear what you have to think about this, because I don't really know. I really don't know what to do here. What did you do now? All right, listen. We are currently in the pit. The pit is a place that is run by slavers that is controlling a bunch of slaves that are doing, I don't know, God knows what. With the city. We literally don't know what they want the slave work for. But we have been contacted by a dude called Werner, and Werner says that there is also in the pit there is a disease that is affecting primarily the slaves. And we have been contacted by a person named Werner who says that Asher, the leader of the slavers, have a cure to this disease, and getting this cure is the key to saving his people, as in saving the slaves. And now we realize that the cure in question is a small child in the crib right here. So, which means that if we want to get the cure to Werner and save the slaves, allegedly, we need to kidnap this child from their mother, Sandra, that's standing right here. And the reason why the kid is the cure is because the kid apparently has genetics that makes it resistant to the disease that is plaguing the city. And like I'm not entirely sure like how that actually translates into Asher, you know, owning a cure or whatever. Like maybe they're like extracting blood from the child or something. I don't know. But this is the situation basically. Do we want to continue on with Werner's plan and get the cure, i.e. the baby, or does the fact that the cure is a baby change our decision? I guess that's it. Hopefully I described that well enough. This choice is very much gray. Not definitely the best option, which makes it even better IMO, but I have a preferred one. Oh yeah, I completely agree with you. Like, decisions like this, I love them in video games. Because it really, like, stops you and makes you think. Maybe, don't say listen, my heart drop! I really need to watch my wording more closely here. I read Heart and thought about the Titanic movie, you know, my heart will go on! So I say listen, and the Titanic soundtrack plays in your mind. Kidnap the kid. 1, it's not like it has to die to extract the cure. True. And 2, there's no police to hunt you after you return the kid, supposedly. If I return the kid. But the thing is that I'm a bit concerned about Werner and what he actually intends to do with the child. Because I'm not entirely sure he actually wants the kid to like spread a cure to his people. It might be more as a way to remove an asset from Asher. Oh good, you're here. You can really feel the enthusiasm in Eno's message. Okay, but I've been stalling. I've been stalling. Can't we just shoot Asher in the face? Like, what's actually stopping us from just pulling out our gas rifle, aiming it at his face with VATS, and just pulling the trigger? Like, why is that not an... Oh, I mean, I guess it is an option. It's just not something I've done. Oh, it would suck so bad if, like, kidnapping the child actually, like, doesn't save the slaves. Or rather, like, that doesn't do anything for the disease. I would hate it so much if Werner only sees the child as, like, an asset to be controlled. Or rather, an asset to be taken away from Asher. Not that he wants to use a cure himself. Oh, that would suck so much. Oh. Does killing Ash guy cure the slaves? Well, no, but it frees the slaves, I guess. Not saying I don't condone doing it, but there is a benefit. Now I'm curious how Maeve did with the moral dilemmas in Cyberpunk 2077. Shame they played it already. If there's any choice you're curious about, Ploper, like, please ask, and I can tell you what I did. I'm not crazy, I'm special. No, wait. Maybe I am crazy. On second thought, I gotta talk to myself about this. Hold up. Yeah. The best person to have a conversation with. Oh, I genuinely don't know what to do. Okay, here's what I want to do. If kidnapping the child is directly leading to the freedom of the slaves, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would do it already. But I am concerned about the fact that it is a child. And Werner hasn't told us that it is a child. So my concern is that, sure, kidnapping the child would hurt Asher, but like maybe it has nothing to do with curing the slaves or whatever. Oh, I don't know, man. If you can free the slaves without kidnapping the child, then that's what I would do. I would just leave. But I'm not sure if that is actually possible. That's the issue. I can't wait for Siva's reaction to the saved contents. Alright, what save contents? So apparently there's some more context in regards to this decision that we're making right now. That is inside a locked safe right here. But we don't have the lockpicking skill to actually get into the safe. So we don't have that extra context to inform our decision. The more we even think about this, the further he strays away from his desk. That's my thinking pose. Alright, I'm gonna look in at my decision right here, right now. I am not gonna kidnap the child. I'm gonna let the child remain here. That is my decision. I'm locking it in. But I'll tell you this. If this locks me out from the ability to help the slaves like succeed in their revolt, I'm gonna be super pissed. I'm gonna be so damn pissed. You wanna make a hard save? I can make a hard save just to do it. But that's the decision I'm locking in, okay? So now, right now, we're gonna use console commands to open this safe, But my decision has already been locked in, okay? I am not kidnapping a child. That is the decision I'm making, but oh, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed if this forces me to be like allied with the slavers. Oh, I'm gonna be livid if that's the case. Okay, there are four diaries that we have to read or listen to.
Test 1, 2.
Oh, this is gonna probably take a while.
Thing is on. Marie, if you're there, this is your father speaking. Ishmael Asher, sometimes called Lord of the Pit. Now I hope you're hearing this 10 years from now, sitting on my knees safe and sound. Right about now, I bet I'm looking pretty silly. But things don't always work out the way we'd like. There are a lot of risks, including what your mother would do if she heard me talking like this. And I'm not about to risk leaving you alone without knowing where you came from. These tapes are for you, so you can know who your father really was.
Think of all the times you wanted to shoot a kid in this game. but this kid hasn't done anything to me, okay? Roses are red, life has no meaning. The voices in my head are constantly screaming. That was good. I like that one.
Marie,
You know,
first thing you need to
despite
know,
the dark
I
implications.
wasn't always the Lord of the Pit. Long before I was a king, I was a scholar and a soldier. In fact, I was in the Brotherhood of Steel.
Ah, that's why he has his armor.
Probably heard about them, but you may not have heard what we did to the city. The Scourge. When we came here, the pit was just a breeding ground for trogs, cannibals, and worse. Commander had us torch the place and take what we could. The pit had useful technology, but it was suicide to stay here. So when an explosion left me buried in the mill, my brothers were sure I was dead. I don't blame them for leaving. I probably would have. We thought nothing could live in the pit. We were wrong.
Thus far, like these diary messages or sound bites hasn't affected my choice whatsoever. I suppose that will happen when we get to diary 4.
You know those fights in the mill's arena? Well, its first fight was when I woke up to someone pulling me out from a pile of rubble. At first, I thought it was my brothers pulling me to safety. Instead, it was a scavenger trying to steal my armor. She didn't get it. But I learned she had a whole family of scavengers. They'd make raids into the city for gear from the mill. And that gave me an idea. This was the only working steel mill we'd ever seen. In a world of leftovers, it was a chance to build again. And that was worth any price. The scavengers saw me as a god. So along with my Brotherhood know-how, it was easy to set up the basics. We started to build a city.
Okay, but this doesn't give us any context, I would say, in regards to the actual
Word of a
cure
new
here.
settlement got out. The city started growing and fast. When raiders attacked, I'd kill the leader and recruit the rest. I had to. The city's disease meant we couldn't have children, so recruiting was the only way to grow. And as we grew, the mill needed more workers. And yes, that meant recruiting workers by force. I'm not proud of it, but it's the only way to keep the city supplied and armed. But it was always a temporary solution, until our best scientists found a way to cure the city's epidemic. Sandra and I worked on it day and night. And after one particularly late night of work, we were blessed with the cure. It's the cure inside you, Marie. Even now, we're doing everything we can to figure out how to share your gift with the city, while keeping you safe, of course. So by the time you're old enough to hear this, you'll already be a hero. Congratulations, Marie. You've already saved us all. I knew you would.
All right, so this actually gives us some context. All right, so it seems to me that he's actually trying to help the city with the Marie being here, like not just himself, but everyone. And in that case, I guess I'm a bit more comfortable with the choice that we actually made. But as I said, our decision was locked in.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I guess we did the save before we actually talked to her. So let's just talk to her real quick again. There we go. All right. So we're leaving. Sorry that took a while, but that was actually a genuinely hard decision for me, and I'm actually really happy that the game gave us that decision. Marie-Laure LeBlanc. I only know LeBlanc from League of Legends. I don't know who Marie-Laure is. Just, you know, I now identify as a threat. My pronouns are try me. Oh no. You said you're not kidnapping the baby. Yes, I'm not kidnapping the baby. But here's the thing. There's obviously a slave revolt going on. I'm starting to side with Asher here. Realistically, he's done what he had to be done to survive, and only as far as he had to. I wouldn't say that stealing workers by force is morally justified, personally. But at least it feels somewhat good to know that he's doing it for you know, somewhat more altruistic reasons. But it seems to me that making this decision automatically puts you against the pit slaves. Because as you can see, they are hostile towards us automatically, whereas the pit raiders are not. So... Wait, I lost karma? Wait, are you not? Wait, I'm now confused. Are you...
Are you fucking kidding me?
What am I supposed to do? Find out Werner's location from Medea. Let's just keep walking. It seems like the pit slaves are hostile towards us, but even if I kill them, like in self-defense or whatever, I'm still getting bad karma. You can be moral only if you're alive. You can make amends after surviving in an existential threat. I guess that... I guess that brings up another question, Eno, as well as everyone else. Is it always morally justified to make actions to ensure your own survival? Like... Or survival of your community or your people, I suppose. Depending on how far you wanna pull this. I would argue no. It's not always morally justified to do basically whatever in order to make sure either you survive or the people around you survive. Which is why I would be opposed to actually taking slaves like this. Like, even if this is the only choice or the only way to make the city survive, for whatever reasons, I think I still would be opposed to it. No, but like I said, in the face of extinctions, moral can go to hell. I understand where you're coming from. I mean, I will say this. I will say this. Your circumstances definitely change the morality of whatever decision you currently have to make. So because like in normal life, in real life, normal society, everyone can agree that killing is bad. That is something you shouldn't be doing. But in the wasteland, in Fallout, you could definitely like make an argument that sometimes killing something or someone is the best thing you can do. Because, you know, this is what we're dealing with, right? Raiders, mutants, monsters, like whatever. So yeah, context matters, absolutely. You can be moral and dead or alive and then make amends for what you had to do to not die. Fair point, fair point. And I agree, there should always be a way to make amends for whatever you do, assuming what you have done is not like permanently like screwing over like humanity or whatever. Like, I don't know. If you set off a nuke that is gonna destroy planet Earth, there's no redemption you can do, right? Because the entire planet is permanently screwed at this point. There's no way to make amends at that point. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, why the fuck is art so hard? Up the world so high, I can't draw the other eye. Twinkle, twinkle, little fuck, what the... Damn it, I give up. There you go, good song. Without Asher, the slavers would probably be dead. At least now they live, even if they have to work their asses off without her consent. But it's supposed to be for a better future, as Asher thinks, and it's a temporary solution. He had to make slaves. But here's the thing, like the slaves themselves had no say in that decision, right? I feel like it's easy to like justify to yourself, like, oh, I'm doing this for everyone's good or whatever. But shouldn't the people you're making decisions for actually have something to say about it? I feel like personally the answer there is yes. And it's also very easy for Asher to make such decisions when he himself will not actually suffer the worst of the consequences for making that decision. Speaking of this, there is actually, you know, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent here. But back in university, I actually took a class that was not related to physics. During one summer, I took some summer courses, and one of the courses I took was in environmental. No, okay. The course itself was surrounding ethics, but we were it was a philosophy course, but we were like tackling ethics from different viewpoints, and at one point we got to political ethics. And there is this dude, I think it's called John Rawls, that has a very interesting idea about what we need to do in order to make an egalitarian, you know, justified, or like a society that everyone could agree on. A just society. And his idea is this, that before you even make the society, you need to ensure that everyone who's participating in said society does not know about the position they will hold in society. It's a veil of ignorance placed before for the people making the decisions and the society they're actually creating. Which is interesting, because in this instance, if Asher didn't know that he would be on top of this society he's building, if they basically just was randomizing who was on top and who was a slave, would Asher come up with this society? We can't answer this question, but I feel like that would at least give him pause. In a post-apocalyptic world like this, oh crap, I didn't miss the top part of your message there. I'm gonna tab out just so I can read here. The on high horses are the first to get snipered. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It is easy to hold on to modern day morals. Well, let me rephrase that. If you hold on to modern day morals in a post-apocalyptic setting, then you're very easily gonna be the first one to die, or the first one to get robbed, or whatever. I see what you're saying, and I can't disagree, but what I can disagree with is that, or I'm not, I guess you're not disagreeing with me here either, but I guess I can just reiterate my feeling that just because you're surviving doesn't mean you're like you're not morally justified, I guess, in doing each and every action that you could take. You think the slaves would rather be dead than slaves? As Cain once said, don't be simple. I think definitely. So depending on the circumstances, where depending surrounding their lives, some would probably want to die rather than be slaves. I mean, at least what we saw of the pit in the last stream, we literally saw some slaves just writhing around in pain, lying on the floor, not being able to move. If you like moral dilemmas, we should add BioShock to the game list. I have played BioShock Infinite, but I've not played any other BioShock games. That being said, I do know, I'm adding it to the list, by the way. I do know about the big plot twist in BioShock 1. Just putting it out there. I do know about the big plot twist. Just a question, who here has knees? I have knees! I have knees! I can walk on my knees. As I said, both sides have their own point, and there's no best decision here. But with those audio logs, the game wanna make you think Asher is right, so I choose to side with him. And that is fair. It's nice to talk ethics, nice clean ethics, not real ethics that you can relate to, the ones you form when you went through some shit. I guess there is a point to what you're saying. The game crashed, but I basically knew that it was gonna crash. Because, as you said, like, it's so easy to, like, talk ethics, you know, come about, you know, these moral frameworks and stuff like that from like, a position of safety and wealth or whatever. But, you know, it's very different from when you're actually in the situation, living your life. For instance, let's say if you're a pacifist, right? You're saying that doing violent acts is always wrong. But will you feel that way if a dude is literally running towards you or your family or your friends with a lead pipe, intending to bash their heads in? At that point, you have a choice to live with, you know, according to your ideals of a pacifist, or, you know, use the gun if you have a gun or whatever, to fend off this dude. It is not so simple, right? To just go from a lofty, contemporary moral framework into like a post-apocalyptic setting or whatever. I really don't like the other guy who invited us to come here. No, the thing I am definitely starting to be a bit suspicious of Werner, as you heard me, you know, rambling on, right? Before we made the actual decision. Here's another perspective. You're looking at this moral dilemma through your perspective. What would your character do? The one who lives in that world. I see where you're coming from, Eno, but our character is morally fucked, okay? Cause we are a cannibal. We actually hang out with slavers in the capital wasteland, and we have literally like robbed people just to steal their drugs. Like, our character from the base game is morally bankrupt, but I understand where you're coming from. It's time to steal the spotlight and some souls. Hi all, Radiants, welcome, welcome. We're discussing morality and ethics at the moment. We had to make a really difficult decision, or at least it was very difficult for me, just a couple of minutes ago, and I guess we're still like discussing the consequences. Allow me to quote my favorite quote that I like to quote to people. I am a pacifist. Do not confuse that word with harmless. In that sense, I guess that pacifist means something else to what I just said. But that's fine, and that quote goes kind of hard. The slaves were living in these bad conditions even before Asher, except the hard labor part. But now that Asher has the cure, he want to cure everyone. Yes, the slaves only want to cure themselves for the reason he made them slaves. And that is actually part of the reason why I elected to leave the cure where it was. Because I'm suspicious about Werner's goals for the cure. And I feel like just having the cure shouldn't be, like, you know, the only thing that is necessary in order to overthrow Asher. But maybe I'm wrong, because the game is literally forcing me to fight against the pit slaves. Which is something I really didn't want to do, okay? Just putting it out there. Wanna bite knees with me, Radiance? What kind of question is that? Pacifists mean prefer peaceful option, not the only use peaceful option. It's what it means to me. Fair enough. And I'm not actually sure what pacifist, like the dictionary explanation of pacifism actually is. So I'll accept it. I gotta eat first, so I'll come back in a minute. You can eat some knees with Sella Cutie.
So, I suppose you signed on with Asher and his kind, did you? Huh, you're not the first to win their freedom and forget where they came from.
Oh, I hate this! I hate this so much! I really hoped that me not kidnapping the baby would not also automatically make it so that I'm like fundamentally against the slaves. No, this is not what I wanted at all. I didn't want to kidnap the baby, but I still want the slaves to be free, okay? Damn it! I'm short. I will bite people's knees if they have knees. So that is how you're engaging with cannibalism, is it? I will just lean back and drink my monster. At least you're not eating knees. Second answer is what your character would say. Yeah, like our character, like based on our karma, this is what our character would say. But it's not what I would say. Let's make this simple. You can process the morals through your character's perspective, which is a murderous cannibal. Yeah. Or through the your moral compass, in which case, let's remember your choices in the coffin of Annie and Laylee. Stop! You're making me really question my own motives and my own morals here, okay? I'm not that short, so no knees eating here. But I did say that we were gonna lock in our decision, so I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna like reload or save or anything. I'm just really upset that I couldn't do both, basically. I'm not eating these. I'm just biting them. I bite ankles too. How long are you actually, Sella Cutie? Because now I'm getting a feeling that you're like 30 centimeters tall or something. Remember what you did to your sister in the coffin of Annie and Laylee. Oh, I remember. I remember. But I will make a statement, moral statement, and this should be stated for the record. I wanted Andy to just leave his sister altogether, right? I did say it back when we played the coffin of Annie and Laylee, and I'll say it again. I just wanted him to leave. He had the opportunity to leave, okay, and he chose to go back. That's not on me. That's not on me. That's on his stupid ass. Yeah. And making people question their life decision is something I'm good at. Apparently, you're welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna say the first option here.
No, we expected you to steal the one thing that was both a cure for our children and a hostage to earn our freedom. But congratulations, your petty sentimentality has doomed us to continued slavery and pestilence. Thanks.
Tell me where Werner's hiding.
I'm afraid that threat doesn't work so well on an old slave. You'll just have to kill me.
I'll find out where he is, and then this is over.
Oh, is this like when you said you'd free us slaves? Because I guess I'll be waiting a long time.
Dude. Oh, I mean, whatever. I'm gonna do my best to not kill her, okay? Because I already feel dirty. Secure the site for the bundle. Have it sent to the shack below the blast furnace in steel yard. Door will be cleared when the fighting starts and marked with a bright blue light. Keep out trogs. Asher and his family will get what's coming to them. The path to incest is paved with good intentions. I'm around 1.5. All right, that is not very tall, to be fair, but I feel like it's at least belly button height and not knee height.
What are you looking at?
Super weak and a decent relationship with your sibling. Oh yes. Okay, we need to go back to Uptown, it seems. This is the way. Don't you mean indecent? Heyo. like, I'm currently in two minds about this DLC. I mean, okay, I've never thought this hard about the decision ever in Fallout 3. So obviously, like, in terms of like constructing moral dilemmas, this DLC is really good. But I'm also conflicted that the exact scenario I didn't want to play out is actually playing out. All right. And yo, Evil Troy, thank you so much for tuning in. We're currently playing through, I guess this would be the best DLC we've played thus far in Fallout 3. And believe it or not, we are, I would say that we are joining the bad faction in this DLC, although I will admit that there is some moral grayness to consider in regards to which faction is actually, you know, the most evil. I'll bite your stomach then, but that might be considered sexual. That depends on how you're biting the stomach. If you're biting the stomach like a rabid animal, then that is not sexual at all. But if you're like biting and moaning or something, yeah, you know, that's when things go a bit too far. And I'm not fighting, by the way, because I feel bad about what we're doing here. Am I supposed to jump down? Quick question. Would you steal a baby? That is the moral decision we just went through, Evil Troy. Nope. That is the right decision, Evil Troy. Oh, we're going back out into the steel yard. Maybe time to double down. I mean, as I said, I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna reload any saves or anything. I'm gonna commit to the decision I made. I'm just very upset that this is how it all turned out, basically. I may be evil, but I'm not a monster. To be honest, that is the decision we made ourselves. We did not steal the baby. But Evil Troy, have you played this DLC before? I guess that is the first question we should ask before this continuing this discussion further. He made the right decision. Dude, I'm not sure if I made the right decision. Cause I really want the slaves to be free. I really do. There are two ways to bite someone: kinky, or the kind of bite that Meve did to his neighbor, and several others in the coffin of Anne and Laylee. The I want to eat you literally kind of way. Even without the baby, I still think this is the best decision long term for the slaves. I don't think I agree with that. It is like sort of hard to say, given that you are not living the life of your video game character. But I feel like if I were a slave in the pit, I feel like I would probably like want to be free more than anything else. Cure or no cure. They will be free eventually and cured. But they don't know that, and they haven't agreed to that either, right? I know that is Asher's motivation. Like, we know that from the audio logs. That is true. I will grant you this. But that doesn't mean that again, that the slaves would actually agree to this. Or that everyone who has died in the steel mill is like an acceptable, I don't know, like sacrifice. Okay, you played it 3 times. And okay, Evil Troy, that means that you haven't kidnapped the baby either then. I don't know how to call it here, but I ate rice with yellow pumpkin. Yellow pumpkin? Huh, I'm not entirely sure what that is referring to. Yellow pumpkin. I have so much crap I can get rid of. It should be... Yeah, there we go. Now we're not over-encumbered again. Remember that slaves doesn't have a scientist. Asher has his wife. Yeah, So getting cure maybe would be impossible if you were to choose the slave. That you know, you have a point there, Arnie, and that is actually something I considered as well, even if I didn't like vocalize it. Well, I did say this. I am very suspicious of Werner's actual goal with the baby. I'm not entirely sure he wants to use the baby as a cure. I think he more wants to just remove it from Asher, right? Or at least that is my suspicion. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. But we know for a fact that Asher is actually trying to use it for a cure. And I think it's the right decision to, because if you steal a baby, we are not 100% sure the baby will survive with the slavers. I think they probably murder him to get the cure faster. While the slavers are currently safely testing the baby to get the cure. Yep. Evil Troy, you're following the logic that has been posted here. Yeah. I completely understand where you're coming from. And to be honest, I did not steal the baby myself. But I did not steal the baby because I didn't want to steal the baby. I think that was the right decision to make. That being said, I would definitely join the slave rebellion. But that, you know, the game did not give me that option. The game only said steal the baby or not steal the baby. No further nuance, no further granularity. I don't think Werner's a good guy. He's an opportunist. I don't know how to spell, and he's probably taking power when he can get it. Dude, we're gonna get to talk to him right now.
Ah, you finally made it. I've got everything ready, and there are plenty of tests to run. So hurry up and put the brat. Wait, where's the cure? Did you lose it? Where is that little bastard?
The game introduced you to Werner first, make you think you're working for the good side when you're probably not. I am not convinced that that it's not the good side. I would say that for me personally, I would say that the side of the slave rebellions or slave rebels is the good side. But I will definitely agree that there is definitely more moral baggage that you need to consider. Didn't she say that you cost them the cure and a hostage? That she said. That she did say, Hylox. That is a good point. W game design. I will say though. Yeah, I agree. The setup for the story and the moral dilemma, really good. Really good. Could have just been bullshitting. That is true. But it would make sense that they would want to use the child not only as a cure, but maybe not even as a cure, but as a hostage. But she did say the hostage part. Yes. I smelled that part coming a mile away. Slipping into post-curry food coma. Alright. Hopefully you get to experience some post-moral ethic discussion coma as well. Alright. You never told me it meant kidnapping.
Oh, boo fucking who? You don't think bringing those bastards down is worth getting your hands dirty? No, I guess you're okay with torturing, slaving scum like that, just so long as you don't have to make a decision, huh?
What? What is going on here? No! Wait, what? Have you read the dialogue option? Werner is such a dick, he's hateable for a reason. How about saving us both a lot of trouble and leaving quietly? And it's the Black Widow perk. So is this just us flirting with him? Oh, I'm so curious. I am so curious. No, I need to pick this option. I need to pick this option.
Oh, I see how it is. You signed on with Asher, and now you're gonna stand by your man. Maybe trying to catch his eye and be his queen? Well, good luck with that, starfucker. I'm sure the two of you will kill each other eventually, even without my help. You, him, and this whole town can burn for all I care. I'm gone.
Wait, what? Did I misread the dialogue? Because I thought it said that we would leave with Werner. Okay, maybe my reaction there was not justified then, if that's the case. I didn't know you could do that with the Black Widow. Oh, me neither. Me neither. I literally, I only have the Black Widow perk just to get the damage bonus. I haven't picked it at all for the dialogue option, so I had no idea that was even a thing. Flirting. You know how the Black Widow works, right? But the Black Widow perk previously has only been like flirting options. For instance, when we talked to Burke in Megaton. We did get a Black Widow dialogue option, but that was purely flirtatious. Okay, Werner leaves quietly. I see. All right. I completely misunderstood then what the dialogue actually said, or either that or I just misread it. All right. So it wasn't us leaving with Werner. It was just him leaving alone, I suppose. Yeah, you read it wrong. Yeah, that I did. Okay. My reaction was not justified then. I did not need to make such a big yell. I would have killed him. But here's the thing, like Werner's motivations for not wanting to be a slave. Well, we know that Werner wasn't a slave actually. Like he was the right-hand man of Asher up until a certain point. But like the desire to free the slaves is, in my opinion, a justified one. But I don't think he wanted. I don't think he actually had the intention to use the baby as a cure, or rather, I think that was probably like a secondary thing. His primary objective was just to get one over Asher, right? Ensure that he would be able to what's it called? Yeah, have a hostage, like something to bring to the negotiating table. He didn't really care about the cure at all, I don't think. He doesn't want to be a slave. Doesn't justify him talking to use and about use a baby like that. Oh, talk to us and about a baby like that. I see what you're saying. Just saying a few words, I don't think would justify being killed. But I mean, I can agree that he is rude. I can agree on that part at the very least. I mean, but I mean, this is the society we are currently saving by not kidnapping the baby. I mean. It's brutal.
Bring back any good food.
We're not even 100% sure he will flee slavers. I think the moment he has power, the slaver keeps being slavers. Oh, so you're saying that this is more of a like a I don't know, a scheme to bring himself on top, and his entire like plight and sympathy with the slavers, or the slaves rather, is just like a means to an end. His end goal is just to replace Asher. It's all for a better future, Seven. You just need to lock in a bit here and there. Oh man.
I knew I could trust you, and I wasn't disappointed. Werner's been stopped. The workers are returning to their rightful place. The pit has a bright future ahead of it, and so do you.
Okay, what do you mean about to see this future?
Now that Marie's back, we have a chance at curing the disease that's been ravaging the pit since the bombs. Without it killing our kids, we can grow like a real city. No more bringing in slaves. No more forced labor. Things can get better. It's taken me a lot of work to rebuild this city. With your help, it's finally going to have a chance.
What's gonna become of the workers?
Right now, nothing. Until we can reproduce a treatment from Marie, they'll have to keep working. Otherwise, this city falls apart. But once we do have a cure, things will be different. We won't need to kidnap people for our city. We'll be able to grow naturally.
Come on,
Until then, this is the way it has to be.
I don't buy this. I don't buy this.
Done.
No. If this is what it costs to just to keep the city running, is it worth to even have the city in the first place? I mean, Pittsburgh can be abandoned, I guess. Dude.
You've kept the city in one piece and put a stop to Warner's plans.
Why is my computer plotting against me? What's going on, Zelda Cutie?
Yes, you've earned.
Did the FBI arrive?
Of the pit.
The FBI is hacking your computer. You only have 10 seconds to leave.
It's how I keep my soldiers well armed. So make good use of it. And I think Sandra's made some progress with the cure. So here's a little something to help with radiation.
Medical research from the pit has improved your life. You just try not to think what it may have cost others. Or what do I do now?
That's up to you. We'll keep working on the cure and keep the city running. You're free to come and go as you like. Of course, you can help out at the mill by collecting metal from the steel yard. It helped lighten the load on the workers. And if you want to work on Sandra's good side, you can always bring her toys for Marie. It's a little thing, but it'd make a difference.
My argument about surviving. You do what you have to until you don't. And this is what I'm hearing out of Asher. That is his motivation, yes. But I feel like there's still another way. I feel like he's just justifying his own actions to himself without even considering if there are other options. And I would consider, like, okay, let's say that he is right, that the only way to keep Pittsburgh alive is to literally kidnap people in order to force them into slavery. But why even keep Pittsburgh alive? You can survive outside of this city. It is probably even easier given how, you know, the disease that is rampant and all the trogs and stuff. But yes, that is definitely, I agree with you that is the logic that is going through Asher's mind. Yes. Stream lagging, but that's because my internet is bad. Plus, I'm downloading RE Village. All right, you're definitely on an RE spree then. I want to go to sleep again. Life sucks, but it will be okay. But right now, I'm in Drama Land. Wait, what? Drama Land? How is it going here? Stealing kids. We did not steal the kid. Stress test. We did not steal the kid. For better or for worse, we did not steal a kid. You can bring teddy bears to Marie. How cute. I don't remember what you get in return. Well, I guess not, from this point onwards, it's just a matter of doing repeated quests, right? So I guess I have to go. Yeah, so there's no more like main story left in this place. I mean, we can still like collect metal bars and stuff. Or metal ingots, but like in terms of the main story, that has been completed. At least that is what I gather. Are we gonna collect 50 ingots for the best weapon in the game? Can I see how many ingots I got? Like it. Dude, I kind of I low-key don't want to do it because I'm not sure how long that will take.
What are you looking at? What is it? I'm a little bit
okay, where's the way out? Oh, you're just pointing me here.
busy right now.
Your counter argument is why survive if you can just die? No. My counter argument is if this way of surviving is only achieved by getting slaves, then why choose this life? Why not choose a life that that doesn't require this? I would say normal circumstances, I would agree with you, but remember the wasteland is dangerous and a lot of people there dies, so having a safe space that is even dangerous and needs slavers is still better than the wasteland itself. And not justifying slavers though. But it is a justification for the slavers, is it not? I mean, I see what you're coming from, and Eno is making the same argument that the world is a horrible place, right? Like, no matter what you do, you're just one wrong step away from extinction. And therefore, you can, like, construct a society such like this one, right? That is that is making you survive the horrors of this world. But it is done at the expense of other people, i.e. the slaves, right?
You want something, Scab?
So we're not gonna collect all 100. I'm gonna tell that the reward for it is Asher's armor. He will still have his. I see. Is it better than the power armor we're currently using, the T51B power armor? It looks a bit different, I will admit, but I'm not sure if I would prefer it to my own, like in terms of aesthetics. Is Raven regretting his decision not to kill the kid yet? The decision I want to make is impossible to make in this game. Which is very unfortunate. And at 90 you get the other unique assault rifle. Oh, right, the scope rifle. Yeah. I think I missed something. I think you came in after that. See, we talk to Lulu. You can talk to all the named slavers, by the way. Oh, I've talked to some of them. Not better than T51, but it looks cooler IMO. I guess that depends on what kind of aesthetics you're looking for. I think I personally prefer the more the armor looks complete and not just being like pulled together by duct tape or whatever, or like the skeleton head on his side. Like, his armor looks a bit more like a barbarian armor, if that makes sense. And that's absolutely an aesthetic that could be enjoyable.
Well, if it isn't Asher's newest pet, he doesn't let many mongrels into his mansion. Him and his keen eyes must see something special in you, so Lulu's going to keep her eyes on you, too.
I'll tell you what's special about me. I kick ass.
Ha! That rules out your wit. It must be something else that makes you so interesting to our lord. Lulu will see soon enough. Oh, yes. But first, perhaps Asher's pet needs to be fed?
Sure.
Then he...
We got noodles. Nice. Alright, let's see if we can find our way out of here. I'm curious what the result is for the other choice. The slaves rebel and win. The whole thing is fall apart and they go out into the wasteland. That is actually a good question.
Had any good fights lately?
I mean, this entire city will probably fall apart. And assuming the slaves do not use the cure themselves, this entire city will be unlivable, I suppose. But that's entirely dependent on what they actually intend to do with the cure or with the child. Like, if it only is a power play, a hostage for Werner, or if it's actually something they intend to use. But that being said, they are not Sandra, so they probably don't know that much about the baby in the first place, or the cure rather. I'm fucking dying. I have this cough in February, but I can't understand what it is. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Very sorry. And Shimokulot, welcome! It's disturbing that she talks about herself in third person. Not a good sign. Well, Shimokulot, we're basically in like the worst place in the wasteland. So people talking to themselves is like... I guess not even like the worst of it. I'm literally just trying to find my way out of here, by the way. At this point, the quest marker is not super... Wait, can I just do this, maybe? No. Oh, I can just fast travel. Okay, we're good, we're good. That sounds like a fantastic outcome. At least they would be free. That has to count for something. Or am I just... Maybe I'm just being like an idealist at this point. Do these DLCs have endings? I guess so, and I guess we just got one of the endings. The slavers are still in control. We got the bad ending. And Janva, hello, what's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. I will pray to Eva for you. Wait, how? Okay, but Radiance is already divinity, right? How can? Hello, Maggie. How can you pray to another divinity?
I can't wait to hear how the repellent's working.
At least 50 push-ups. Punishment needed. Let's just repair everything before we start selling. You're being an idealist. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. And that could be my own failing. But that being said, I've never made the claim that I'm a good survivor in the wasteland. Okay. So there's that. But Jan Vmaha, huh? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but we just finished the Pit DLC. It was actually really good. Even though I'm a bit concerned, I guess, about the decisions we made, but nevertheless, the decision have been made. So there's that. He's Swedish. Happy days, you're free. You're gonna die in 2-3 days probably, but free. But that has to count for something, right? Because that could also be the same for us as just a wasteland dweller, right? Basically, they would be put in the same position as we did when we exited Vault 101, right? And I feel like I wouldn't mind being in that position rather than being stuck in the pit as a slave. How are the slaves in control? Oh, the slaves are not in control. The slavers are in control. Based on the decisions we made. But we had the opportunity to help them. But, well, I guess we indirectly decided not to. It's 6-7. Go check your eyes later. I wonder how long 6-7 will keep being a thing. Let's also get as much money as we possibly can. Whatever it's called, the Theta, Mothership Theta DLC is still like bankrolling us even after all this time. Right,
Good hunting.
I think that's enough supplies. Let me just like check on our inventory real quick. We have so many damn weapons just laying around. I want to try to use the infiltrator, so I'm gonna equip it for now, but I don't think it's gonna be as good as other weapons. It's pronounced Janevem, but silent E. Okay, Janevem. I'll try to keep that in mind. Janevem. Okay, and I guess the haha part is just haha. You're Janevem and you're laughing at against the world or whatever. Laughing in the face of danger. That's me. I would say yes, I'm almost a lesbian. Dude, I feel like I'm missing something in regards to that conversation. Sometimes it's actually really funny to just look over to the side and see just random messages and you're just trying to figure out the context. But listen, my friends. With us being done with the pit, we only have 2 more DLCs. One of them being the local flavor. It's basically that. Exactly. Yes, there we go. I get the feeling that we know your temperament then. Okay, dude, you just told me how to pronounce your name. I forgot. Janevem, dude, I need to remember that. Janevem. Yes, we know something about you now. You better not quit stream early. No, we're not quitting stream. We're going directly to the next DLC. This is gonna be the local flavor, and this is gonna take us to a swamp place. That's all I know from the Steam page. But wait, before that, let's actually, for good luck, let's go back to Vault 101 and get dog meat. I will say this though. I really enjoyed the pit as a DLC. I honestly did. Because it allowed us to get into this discussion, right? In regards to morality. And I'm not saying I'm right, you're wrong, or whatever. I'm saying like there's a lot of context and a lot to consider. There's a lot of moral grayness. But that is also the reason why the story and the decisions you're making is so damn good, right? Because you have to think about this, and you can think about this, and it leads to self-discovery and discovery in what other people think and stuff. It's really good. Yes, never mind. Oh, I guess that would be the acronym. Yeah. I haven't played Point Lookout DLC, so I'm probably gonna lurk at the moment. Okay, hopefully, like if it's like just it contains just a grain of the cool, moral dilemma from the pit, then this DLC is probably gonna be really good. It's Slovak for I don't know. Oh, so wait. Okay, never mind. I thought about something, but I was wrong. I assume you're Slovakian then, Jan Evan. I was thinking Lies of Excel, but good point. Dude, we're gonna get a damn boat. It's gonna be awesome. Important question: do you prefer Fallout 3 or Half-Life 2? In terms of gunplay, Half-Life 2. No further discussion. The gunplay in Half-Life 2 is way better than the gunplay in Fallout 3. But aside from that, I think I prefer Fallout 3. And it has a lot to do with nostalgia, don't get me wrong. I love the Fallout franchise, and this was the first Fallout game I ever played in the Fallout universe, so I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. But I also like RPGs. Well, generally, I like RPGs more than I like single-player shooters. But this is also the reason why I found Operation Anchorage and Mothership Theta to be kind of lackluster as DLCs. Because those DLCs only relied on the gunplay mechanics of Fallout 3, which are not that good. At least not compared to, like, Half-Life 2. But I will say one thing about Half-Life 2 that is really good. And that is that Half-Life 2 also makes you think and theorize about the story. I mean, you probably remember when me and Eno was discussing in the Discord about what actually going on with G-Man and stuff. That is really cool. That is something that Fallout Candice is lacking, at least when it comes to the main story. But Half-Life 2 does really well. I'm looking so hard right now, so I'm not speaking too much. Good luck with the ploping, Ploper. The gun play.
Are you going to Point Lookout? I need
Don't make me self-conscious about the way I speak.
My daughter stowed away on the Duchess Gambit a few weeks ago, and I've been worried sick ever since. I haven't heard anything from her, but if you're going there, could you look for her? Please, I'll do anything to help.
Yes, Catherine. Alright, so this is our entry point into this DLC. We need to find the daughter of Catherine. Yes, I'll look for her.
Oh, bless you.
And we're looking for Nadine.
Her name is Nadine, and she left a couple of weeks ago. Said she wanted to see the world. Silly little thing that she is. That Tobar said he dropped her off at Point Lookout, but who knows what's happened to her since then.
Yeah, Catherine, you're right to worry.
I don't know if you can convince my little Nadine to come back, but just give her this note from me, would you?
What do you know about Point Lookout?
Only that it's where Tobar gets those punga fruits he sells off. Must be making a good profit off of them, too. I hear rumors the place is full of swamps and killer plants, but I don't know about all that.
Alright. She objectified a person. Let's shoot her right here, right now. I'm going to go. Having a shitty night, but thank you for the stream today, Seven, and thank you, chat. Stress says, I'm very sorry to hear that you're having a shitty night, and I hope that you're not only talking about, changing the diapers of your child. But have a great rest of your day, and hopefully there was some good to come out of this stream. Hog your kid, yes indeed. Can you say I speak Swedish and I love IKEA in Swedish? I can. Only I can objectify people. Alright, John Evan, listen. I'm only gonna say this once, okay? So turn on your recording now so that you can enjoy it. Jag pratar svenska. Och jag älskar IKEA. There you go. That is proof that I am indeed Swedish. What can you tell us about your daughter?
She's about your age, and when she left, her hair was dyed bright orange. You shouldn't have any problem recognizing her. She told me she wanted to go find her fortune, but I thought it was too dangerous. I should have known better than to say that. Moment I told her she couldn't go, it was just a matter of time before she ran off.
Fake Swede. Wait, what? Alright, you say it then. You say it better. Okay, here's the thing. I challenge any one of you to do an audio recording, post it in Discord, and prove that you're better at saying this than I am. That sounds so Nordic. I mean, it is Nordic, isn't it? So you, at least you maybe trust me when I say I truly am Swedish. Radiance can also objectify people. So this is because you are above us all, right? I get it. This streamer tricky. You're tricky, Excel Wizard. That is why we get along.
Please, find...
Senior info! Damn it, you caught me. All I wanted all along was your info.
Welcome,
your
my friend.
biometric data.
I am Tobar the ferryman, and this fine vessel is the Duchess Gambit. We're just back from Point Lookout, but it won't be long before we set off again. Interested?
Yeah. Dad taught me to never accept ride from strangers. That hasn't been part of our lives, so let's just do this.
You look like a woman who's been around the wastes, so I'll cut right to it. In Point Lookout, you'll find fresh-grown food, mysterious locales, and treasures as of yet unlooted.
Cool.
But keep your wits about you, because there's more than a few exotic critters and inhospitable locals. So stay here if you're too dainty to rough it.
Only a real Swede could love kebab fry ketchup pizza as much as Sev. Well, I love some of those things on a pizza. You basically like put all of the things that Swedes love in a big bowl, in a big pile. But to be honest, that is kind of how Swedes cook food. So you're right about that. Okay, I can say it in Slovak. All right, listen. Yeah, never. Let me show you my perfect Slovak pronunciation. Okay. Hovorím po slovensky a milujem studentskú kaladu. There you go. Perfect. I might as well be Slovak myself. Maybe I am a ploper. I use art, by the way. I do not simply share biometric data online. Damn it! I thought I could get you, ploper. I just want to know the true nature of a ploper. I guess I don't really care about any of these things. Except that I want to go with you. Wait, can't I tell him to go? Investigate the riverboat. Okay. I guess we need to just go through his dialogue options before we actually can travel. I'm wanted for several plopings. I can say that too in a random language. Omewa mu shinderu. Weeb. Weeb recognize. Bring out your weeb catchers. That was really good actually. Oh, thank you. Only the C with the Caron or Saron is pronounced like ch. Oh, so it would be chocolado or something like that. All right, but thank you so much for teaching me some Slovenian. Let's ask about Nadine.
Nadine, sprightly little tomboy with more curiosity than common sense. That one caused so much trouble on the trip that I probably would have thrown her overboard if she hadn't reminded me of myself at her age. I haven't seen her since we hit land at Point Lookout. But knowing her, I'll bet she's gotten herself in plenty of trouble.
Okay, nice boat.
You should have seen her back in her heyday. Why, we traveled up and down the coast from the Commonwealth to the Broken Banks. Good times, but these days she's not fit to take out to the coast. Too many spouts ready to drown her and too many critters looking for lunch. But the Point Lookout run is good enough for now. We've got a sweet deal ferrying cargo and the occasional traveler.
Yeah, I like to buy a ticket. Slovenian ch is like Turkish. I guess that also is pronounced ch. No problem, my comrade. Thank you.
Looking for fame and fortune?
Okay.
Hoping to cultivate the delicious
One
funga
ticket.
fruit? Or just looking to run away from your life on these dreary shores?
That's a hell of a lot of money. But I'll also take your stim packs. Do we need anything else?
Once you've got a ticket, just head into the cabin and settle in on the cot. We'll be there in no time.
Cool. Alright. The second to last DLC in Fallout 3 is being started right here, right now. Strap in, everyone. We're in for a boat ride. Dogmeat is waiting outside Vault 101, as normal. Sadly, Polish doesn't have a single letter for the ch sound. We use CZ. In Swedish, you use either SH or just a K sometimes for that sound. But that is entirely dependent on the word. Yeah, proper is Polish, yes. That is a requirement for being Polish. The only Polish word I recognized there was tak, because I'm pretty sure that's yes, right? Or maybe it's no. it's either or.
Welcome to Point Lookout, my friend. The trip was fine. The weather's nice and damp, and everything out there looks pleasant as ever. Looks like nothing's changed since my last visit, except all that smoke I saw on the way in.
Wait, smoke?
Oh, nothing much. Just old Calvert Mansion. Just a huge abandoned estate teeming with who knows what opportunities for profitable scavenging. You know, nothing much.
You know, Tobar, you're definitely selling me on this thing.
Point Lookout was perfect for treasure hunters, but it's a rare day when you get a beacon like that.
All right. Investigate the mansion. That is our goal then. Alright, let's have a little look around then and see what we can find. I hate and love that at the same time. Plopish, yes. Or the universal curva. Yeah, everyone knows curva. Okay, so we need to go all the way over there. Dude, this is kind of a large area. But I suspect that it consists mostly of just empty space. I am gay. G equals giving up. A, suicidal. And Y, yours. Can you explain the Y there? Because I feel like that doesn't follow the rest of the trend. I have no idea what you're writing here in Polish, but I hope it's nothing good. Oh, rather, I hope it's good. I hope it's nothing bad. There you go. In general, I would like ask you to keep the chat in English though, because given that I don't understand Polish, it's gonna be really hard for me to like moderate a chat in a different language. It was meant to be flirting, but terrible, obviously. Can I teach you something in Slovak? Yes, of course. Okay. Here we have a scrapper. I assume this is like a raider. I'll talk only in Italian. That is literally the opposite of what I just said. I mean, like saying a few words here and there is obviously super fine. It's just like, again, like when it becomes so much that I can't say for sure what's being said, then it's becoming again difficult to moderate. Is this another like model for humans? They did like 1 billion damage. What's going on? It's Prekleta Prasika Vepeklu. And don't translate. Dude, that makes me worried that I just said a spell, okay? Okay, these guys are really tough. Dude, I hate this gun. I hate this gun. Alright, but in regards to your flirting, I would say that the Y definitely, you know, constitute flirting, absolutely. But the first 2 letters, I feel like, are more just... It's like another theme. But I'm trying to like figure out what could be said instead. Okay, I don't understand who these people are. They don't wear any clothes, and they deal like a trillion damage per shot. And I should be wearing... Oh, they are moonshine drinkers. Alright, so these are moonshine peddlers. And apparently they are like the toughest enemy we have faced in the game. Cool. Hey, wait, do you speak Polish? Yes, I speak Polish. I am Polish. Me too, because Slovak is a Slavic language. I know almost all the Slavic languages. Ah. You know, that is very similar to how it is with Danish and Norwegian as well. So if someone would speak Norwegian in chat, for instance, I would probably be able to like translate it. Like, not entirely, like mostly. Translated the Polish for you, Mev. Thank you so much, Ploper. You know, if you translate whatever you say in a language I don't understand, then it's okay, okay? Because that means that I know what is being said. When life gives you 11, squeeze them into the eyes of your enemies. Stella Cutie, please don't tell me that's flirting as well. And that was a good pronunciation too. I think you're Slovak, maybe undercover Slavic spy. Yeah, never. Don't blow my cover, okay? I'm here trying to pretend to be Swedish. You can't tell them I'm a Slovak spy, okay? Then everyone will know. Awesome 7. Okay, what did I just say? Was it something bad? When I give you lemon, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad, I don't want your damn lemon. The hell, what am I supposed to do with this? Again, Ploper and Zelda Cutie, you need to work on your flirting, okay? This is not working for me. And it might have been something really offensive. I definitely hope that it wasn't something that bad. If it is something bad, then we cannot do that again. I mean, I speak Polish, so I'm a Slovak too, though. Sorry, it's probably right, since I'm probably sometimes wrong. But yeah, I meant I speak Polish. Yeah. Sorry, please forgive me. You are forgiven. I'm not sure why the game...
Get in here and help me fight these bastards off, goddammit. Yes, you. I see you out there. Stop dicking around and help me, or else these cocksuckers will be coming after you next.
Dude,
they barricaded in this safe room forever. Now get in here and lend me a hand.
Alright, the voice definitely reminds me of a ghoul. And it seems to me that the language that is being utilized is just getting like more colorful, let's say, for every DLC. So this is a tribal, which is different from the enemies we just fought outside. Interesting. Dude, every single enemy is just a bullet sponge at this point. Just die. And shouldn't we be critting like crazy? Because that's basically our build. Getting called cocksucker by an NPC is crazy. That's what I'm saying, right? The language has definitely like been stepped up a notch in the DLCs compared to the main game. Okay, so you're Desmond then.
I don't know who you are, but you need to help me if you want to stay alive.
Yo, yo, yo! I just realized where I've heard that voice before. That has to be. Tell me I'm wrong. That has to be the Dark Elf male voice line from Morrowind, right? Dude, I think I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
They've been at it all night.
100%.
About to breach the inner walls. Follow me. I'm going to go check it out.
Soon they will say the word, you know what I mean. I sincerely hope they do not say the word.
Hey, over here.
Or have every ghoul... Oh, my game crashed. This time it was not me, like, tabbing out. Like, the game just legitimately crashed. His voice, clear your throat, dude. Yeah, that's what you could say to every Dunmer in Morrowind. But I think there's actually, in Morrowind, there's actually a lore reason to why they speak like that. And that's because the smoke from the Red Mountain is, like, messing them up. I'm taking all your stuff, by the way. Also, peak advice, no one dies a virgin. Life fucks us all. I will say, Zelda Cutie, you have really good, like, these are these considered one-liners? Yeah, I think that's right. You have really good one-liners. I will grant you this. They are not very cheerful, but they are enjoyable nonetheless. What specs on the PC do you have? There should be, if you scroll down a bit on the stream, there should be a tab where you can see my gear or my rig. Yeah, Ploper just copy pasted it. I want to rate your PC specs. All right, please let me know if I have a good computer or not. Is it RAM DDR3, 4 or 5? And that isn't said. No, I don't know actually.
It looks like they're coming in from somewhere upstairs. Hurry, follow me.
It's been a while since I bought this computer, so I don't actually know what kind of RAM I have.
Find where they are coming in.
I'm gonna say 4.
I'll be keeping an eye on the cameras down here. Hurry.
Block off the breach upstairs in the west wing. Okay.
There you are.
We haven't really gotten that much context in regards to who we're fighting. Like why are we fighting these people, and why do they deal so damn much? Alright, let's see if we can get some AoE damage going here. We're doing point look at. That we are, Arnie. We started the second to last DLC. And we're immediately being thrown into the thick of it. And the enemies are really tough. Probably DDR4, because DDR5 costs millions nowadays. Oh yes! Due to all the like AI companies like hogging all the RAM, then yes. It used to be that the graphic card was like the thing that cost the most when it came to like a computer, but that might not be the case anymore. It's been a while since I've built a computer though. This is my second favorite DLC for a very different reason than the previous one. Well, previous one was good for the story. This is good for world and exploration. Okay, I look forward to it, even though we haven't seen that much just yet. I wonder if the game is bugged, because there is a red marker. But I can't see the actual enemy. He said he bought it a bit ago. Yeah. Check your task manager, maybe. Wait, is my rig being displayed in my task manager? crap, I can't tab out. Crap. I probably shouldn't have done that, because now my game crashed. It says how much memory I have, how much is being in use, how much is being committed, how much is cached, the form factor, how many slots are used. But it doesn't tell me, like, anything else, basically. What's the zombie's name? Falk or something? The dude that we're following, that has the Dunmer voice actor. He was Desmond, I think. How the hell... Oh, here is what we're supposed to go. This is the hardest DLC, by the way. I mean, thus far, all the enemies are really tough. So and they just keep breaking through walls. So I trust you. Sorry for being annoying. It will absolutely happen again. That's awesome, Zelda Cutie. You know, take charge of your life. I mean, okay, if you were being annoying for real, I would be nervous, but you're not annoying, so it's all good. Let me get the money. I was thinking, I have a good intros in chat, but I don't have outros like Ploper or Tess. That is true. So you need a proper closer then. Dude, the double barrel shotguns, they deal so much damage. I just remember I have a perk that actually restores my AP when I kill someone in VATS. So I should always like target one person if I do intend to use VATS. Let me modify something, you're not allowed to. Fun fact, he also plays Haskell in the Shivering Isles. Oh, it's been a while since I played this Shivering Isles. Oh wait, Haskell, that is the... Is that the servant or the butler of Sheogorath? Like the first dude that you see in the Shivering Isles. RTX 470 is really good. Only a little worse than the 490, which is like one of the best cards. Now the CPU is kind of lower mid-tier balance, but the performance is good if you don't use heavy ray tracing, and I don't. Since Intel uses integrated ray tracing, it's a little worse, but it's still really good. Now your bloody RAM, 64 gig is more than overkill. You can probably use it for GTA 6 when it comes out. Then 144 Hertz monitor 1080p is not the best, but I classified it as a solid gaming monitor, and I don't know what the keyboard is. Dude, the keyboard, this has been with me for a long time. It came with me for my very first gaming computer that my dad bought for me when I finished high school. And it's been with me ever since. I will say, given its age, this keyboard has held up extremely well. Your god is going to abandon you, mortals. Farewell. It's that good. That is good, but I would like you to what's it called? To include your name a bit more. I mean, some more radiance, something about glowing or light is leaving you, something like that, you know. I bet 16 gig RAM will be enough for GTA 6. Oh yeah, I have way too much RAM than is necessary, but I have it, so why not use it? It's the butler. Yes, I was right. But above all, he's the voice of the Dharma. Yes, that is how I recognized him here as well. Keyboard, if it's mechanical or optic, is really good. Oh, this is not a mechanical keyboard. If it's mainbrain, it's kind of bad. The mouse is quite good. Not tournament good, but it's definitely a gaming mouse and desk mousepad, which you have. So I guess it's comfy. Oh yeah, but I'm not planning on being like the best player in like Counter-Strike or whatever. I have that exact keyboard. All right, so then you can attest to its quality. Help! Something else, please. It feels weird because I'm a minor. Okay, we need to seal this thing.
It looks like an explosion should do the trick. Maybe there's something explosive you can shoot.
Always shoot red barrels. Okay, now we need to go to the east wing. Dude.
Hey, over here. Good job blocking off that hole. Hurry and get in here. Looks like they're about to breach from the east wing.
Okay. It's membrane though. Let's hear about your rig. You're not gonna get a pedophile, don't worry. Yeah, you're not. Listen. I know we need to go to the east wing or whatever, but first I have some bad news, okay? I'm gonna end stream right here, right now. That is true. Radiance. I hope you're ready with your outro, cause it's about fuck you. Language. You said yourself, Zelda Cutie. You're a minor. You're not allowed to swear. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Plope you. But listen, we're gonna be back with some more Fallout 3. What was it? This place called? Far Harbor? No, that's in the Fallout 4. But we're gonna be back. Bye. I can't type all. I haven't got an idea for Zelda's Closer. You're supposed to love a 7. I do. That's why I keep coming back, okay? But listen. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Because we will be back. Not tomorrow, though. I can't actually stream tomorrow after work. I'm sad to say. But we will be back on Friday. We will be back on Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Central European Summer Time. Right here, right now. We will continue on from this very moment. Again, from 6 p.m. Oh, I even forgot to say the thing. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There we go. Here we go. Light at the end of the tunnel. Here we go. So drop a follow if you want to be notified when we go live. Again, on Friday. Starting at 6 p.m. Central European Summertime. So not tomorrow, because I can't unfortunately stream tomorrow. Have a good night, my comrade. Have a good night to you as well. Now they can't use it right away. Your favorite god is going to abandon you, inferior mortals. Farewell! Farewell, Radiance. It's been a pleasure having you here. It's been brightening. Not really to be here, please. Not to see you all mortals. Okay, and Jan Nevem, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you around again on Friday. The only thing I will say about your outros is that it's very condescending to us mortals, but that's the only thing. W stream, W ethical dilemmas, W abandonment issues, and W stream, W chat, W democracy, W all those things, and W you guys. I'd argue that's not a tunnel, but okay. Hi Locos. Now we're focusing on the wrong things, okay? The light is the important part. On Friday, not everyone's a haiku writer and pen nerd. With all that being said, thank you all for being here. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're doing great. And I hope that we together can create some new memories, play some more games, stream some streams, and just have a good time. But until then, save it out.